What's up everyone? So I have covered lots and lots of content on Oneplus Nord already on this channel, from the cases you should buy to the recent update. And I see many people in a fix these days, wondering if they should consider this device over other devices or not, and about the issues it had initially, well, they are resolved or not. So this is not a spec based review, and you can have a look at that here in case you want to know more about it. And this is more of a general review after the experience I had with this device in the past 2 months or so. So as you guys already know, Diwali sales are coming on almost every platform, and you can manage some good discounts on everything. So I'll be sharing the best deals on community page, and you can even check out my recommendations from the best cases to smartphones in your budget, and you can use those links to buy and support this channel. Anyways, so in the last 2 months I got like 4 updates on this Oneplus Nord, and they did resolve some of the issues I had with it in the first place. The screen on times were not up to the mark when I first got this device, and the next 2 updates fixed it to a lot of extent. The first issue or characteristic, if you wanna call it, the tint one. Well, it wasn't that much on my unit, so I was a bit lucky there, but it was of course noticeable, and it is a hardware based issue. So it cannot be eliminated with a software update, but it can be reduced by calibrating the display and increasing the minimum brightness, and the same was done. It has been reduced to a lot of extent if you compare it, and the display is more towards greenish side now. So as I said, it cannot be eliminated completely, but still it's okay for the most part, and I'm used to it now. But for those of you who pixel peep, and if these things bother you, go with any other device. So that was about the display on Oneplus Nord. Overall, the colors and sharpness are good enough, and the display is quite visible in direct sunlight, so no issues there. Hardware wise, I don't have any issues. The device feels good in hand, though it is not compact at all for most people. As I have huge hands, it wasn't a problem for me. Some things I miss, well, a headphone jack, and seriously I do, because Bluetooth drains a lot of battery in this work from home scenario, so I have to manage it somehow. Speaking about Bluetooth, well, many people are still facing disconnection issues even after the latest updates, which is really bad. So I do hope it will be fixed with a software update, but it hasn't been till now, so do keep that in mind. Coming to the cameras, well, I have mixed feelings about it after this much time, and that is majorly because of the front facing camera. See, I was able to manage some really good quality images with the primary back camera, no doubt in that. The images were crisp, and the close-up shots were good in artificial as well as daylight. The wide-angle camera is sort of average at best because of less resolution, but I don't use it that often, to be honest. The macro and depth camera, well, they are just for the sake of making it a quad camera setup, and I would have appreciated a better wide-angle camera and a dual camera setup instead. The front-facing camera is where things start to fall apart, and I really expected better performance from it, so on paper it is more than capable to take high-resolution images. But that wasn't the case, as the images from front-facing camera lack details and are overexposed most of the time. So you will have to drag the exposure slider down to get better and usable images, and I just wish it gets fixed soon with an update. But I can really advise someone to get this device if you want a good selfie camera. And I know some people will come forward and say that OnePlus has a good track record of improving the camera with updates. But if 3 months weren't enough for that, well, I'm not sure about the upcoming time, to be honest. On the software front, well, you will be happy for the most part with OxygenOS 10, as it is close to stock Android, which is not the case with next version though, and I still have mixed feelings for that. But in day-to-day tasks, well, there were no issues or lag as such, and all the apps ran just fine without any hiccups, and the device does not have any extra bloatware of any sort. The gaming performance is also quite good on this one, and PUBG used to run in ultra settings in past, and now you can play it in smooth and extreme settings if you are still into that. And other titles like Call of Duty, Asphalt 9 all ran just fine, and there was no major heat up as such. But one pinching issue is the mobile data disconnection with games like PUBG and Free Fire, and I have seen people complaining about it since a long time now, so that is still there. Coming to the battery part, well, here I have seen a lot of ups and downs, as in initial days managing 7 hours of screen on time was difficult on 90Hz. But that has changed after a couple of updates, and you can manage around 7 hours of screen on time without gaming as such. But still, the main concern is with standby drain and overnight drain, and that is literally inconsistent. So sometimes it is around 5%, sometimes 10 to 15%, so that is still a concern for many. Lastly, the smaller things like this in-display fingerprint scanner is quite fast and responsive. The speakers are loud, though they are not that clear enough at maximum volume. The call quality is also fine, and it supports voice over Wi-Fi and 5G too, in case you want that. So this is what my experience has been so far with this device, and I did this re-review for those who want to buy this device now. So you can have a better idea and can judge a lot better hopefully after watching this video. As we even have the Pixel 4a now, which is really a camera champ under 30k. Anyway, so that was it for now. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section down below, and do like this video if it helps you out. Lastly, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.